yeah, I used to be a DJ in Poland, and the best thing was that whatever I played, however I played something, people were changing their moves to it, and they were dancing to the thing I played, and it was so powerful to see how people are dancing to the music you are playing to them. I just felt like I didn't exist for an hour of my life when I was DJing. Yeah, this feeling of dissociation, I think, is very, I don't know, magical.
Yeah, music for me is definitely liberating, actually. I was, and I still am, a super shy person, but with the music in my ears, I'm more, easygoing.
It's not necessarily something that has to be a big part of my friendships or my relationships with other people. It's just a big part of me. I think the most important time for me to have music is when I'm alone, and it just takes you out of what you're doing.
My relationship with my dad was founded on music. There were lots of things that we couldn't talk about, but music was one of them. Writing music has always helped me kind of understand what's going on in my head. It's quite cathartic when you finish writing a song. Much like for people writing a diary, is for me, writing music is a way to get everything out there in a way where you're not judged, and it's like a very good form of self-reflection.
Of all the art forms, for me, and I think probably for a lot of people actually, music is the one which has the most impact.
It's formed a lot of my friendships and the base of my friendships, and pretty much all of my relationships are based off of music and a love for it, or a love for a particular kind, or playing together or exploring those things. So yeah, it's a huge part of my life for sure.
I never ever thought about, this is what I want to do, this is it's kind of what I need to feel. Ever since I was really young, I've always been drawn to certain melodies, and never quite understood why. I will understand how I'm feeling by listening to a melody, and I'll play that melody over and over again until I really understand what the fuck I'm feeling, and then I think melodies speak louder than words.
You look at the Tibetan monks, the Buddhist monks, where they play a ringing bowl. It creates a sound. It breaks the silence. It gives them a time to meditate and reflect on their lives. That is what is so beautiful about sound.
I had always, a hard time to kind of understand what my purpose of, what the meaning of my existence was, or what I'm supposed to do or stuff. But as growing up, I don't know, it just came naturally that music was a big part of my life. And to be honest, I could never see myself do anything else. I know I'm quite bad at expressing myself with words many times, in relationships or to friends, or when I'm upset or when I'm sad. I can find it quite hard to find the words, and yeah, it's more often through melodies that I feel that can come to me. Lyrics are, will be different wherever you go in the world, and the melodies will be a universal kind of language. I'm very intrigued by sounds. My whole creativeness is coming from sounds. It doesn't even have to be my voice melodies. It can be the sound of, I don't know, if I have a synth or a guitar sound. It's just melodies and sound that comes to me, or that I hear, that makes me put words to those emotions. Mm-hmm.
I want to be happy, I want to be energized, and I want to see new horizons and new stuff. Yeah, I used music to change my mood, to get me into a completely different state of mind.
I am hypersensitive to sounds due to this neurological disorder. Music helps me to just stay on Earth and calm down in like daily situations, like going to school, going to work, being on bus or whatever. And yeah, it's just so helpful for me to stay calm.
Music takes away all the problems. It's such a beautiful thing to have, is a sound that you agree with. And when I put on my music, it might be Elmore James, old blues music from the 20s. I'm there. I'm alive. I'm with the guy. And when Catherine Jenkins is singing for me, she's not on a record, it's not on a CD, it's not on an LP or a tape. She's in my room. That is how beautiful music can be.
It grabs you. When playing the right songs or watching the right movie, you basically put yourself in the position to be grabbed.
I have absolutely no musical background whatsoever, so I just decided I was not musical, and that the only way I'd enjoy music was just through consumption. Then, when I went to SOAS, I was looking for interesting student societies to be part of, and I found that they had a samba band. And I didn't really know what to expect, but I really, really enjoyed it. And the more I learned about how the band operated as a group that was put together to support protests with music, the more I was interested. And also, around the same time, in October 2019, that was when XR, Extinction Rebellion, was doing a great big protest in central London for 2 weeks. When I went protesting with the band, all my anxieties about what protesting would be like were just washed away. Because when you're part of a big group and you have something to do, you've got a drum in your hands, you're surrounded by friends, you don't have that whole awkward feeling of like, okay, I'm holding a sign, that person is looking at me weird, shall I go and talk to that person? Do I need to explain to them what my politics are? Do I need to tell them why they need to support this? If there's angry people, you might feel like, do I need to go and engage with those angry people and try and reassure them that we are not a load of lunatic hippies and we just want the world to be saved and last a bit longer? When you're part of a band with drums, you don't have to worry about that. So this kind of music can make protesting and activism way more accessible to people who are a bit anxious about the social aspects of that. So yeah, the first thing that music has done for me is enabled me to take part in activism. Building confidence through that has, it's hugely changed me. I never had leadership skills. I never saw myself as someone who could teach, but now I'm helping teach and direct in 3 different bands. I couldn't even shout at protests when I first joined in because I felt so bad about my voice. And since then I've done public speaking a couple of times. Just empowered me to get proactively involved in what I'm passionate about. So that's what music's done for me. It's enabled me to take action on social ills that I think are threatening humanity.
Music is one of nature's greatest therapies. You know, I'm a writer, but without music, people would go crazy.
You can't ever explain to someone why this like 0.5 second melody just did something to your body. I might be able to write a melody that someone else could really understand and feel. They might not, but like even that one person might.